All right. So today we're going to really focus on recalibration. So bringing everything back into balance, connecting with different parts and layers of our body. And to start, I just want you to do a little bit of moving the body and just kind of getting that lymph moving. So there are different levels to this. You can literally bounce, so jumping up and down, or you can bounce on the spot. But let's just get things moving a little bit. I like to kind of bounce onto my toes so my heels go up if I don't want to fully bounce. But just keeping it within your kind of range of what feels good. Making sure you're breathing, feeling your feet on the ground. And now I want you to move towards a sway. I like to imagine upside down rainbow or a U shape. You can get into the legs, but we want to be swinging. You can even move the body from side to side. Find your rhythm. If it's really slow this morning, be slow and really lean into the movement. If you're like, I am ready to move, then do whatever feels most right for you. Oh, this feels nice this morning. So you want to really relax your arms. Oh, nice. A few more here. Now we're going to bring one arm up, one arm down, one arm up, one arm down. So keep a little bend in the legs. You can bring a breath into it in whatever way feels good. Again, if you want to be really slow and considered, noticing where you feel it, maybe you really just want to get that lymph going, get that body flowing. Make sure you're breathing. Let's do a few more of these. Just want to get everything kind of moving around. For me, I just got up. I'm feeling today, I'm excited to recalibrate. My body's like, move me in different directions. And that's what fascial maneuvers are all about too. It's really getting into unusual positions that maybe you don't usually to really help the body. And then just coming to still, really feeling your feet on the ground. Maybe you notice your heart rate is elevated. Let's just arrive here. Feeling your breath as you breathe in. And just having a little check-in, a little scan of your body. We're going to do this at the end as well. So just, you can close your eyes down should you want to. You can keep it like a little sway if your body's feeling like it wants to continue to move. But I just want you to scan from the crown of your head. Allow that energy and awareness to kind of melt down your face all the way to the tips of your toes. And I just want you to notice where it is that you're drawn to. Whether there's any sensation available. Maybe you notice, or for me, for example, I've got like a little tightness in my lower back. Kind of want to like really stretch it out. My jaw's a little, maybe roll those shoulders out. I'm just kind of taking stock. It's always nice to just really arrive and understand where your body is before we start to move properly. Amazing. So we're going to start with anti-gravity. This is a full spinal decompression. So this is a gorgeous way to start the day, you know, especially when we've been in bed a lot of the time. Great for any kind of back pain. If you sit down a lot, this one's for you. So I want you to interlink your hands like this. And we're going to bring them to the back of the neck. Once you're at the back of the neck, I want you to pull up on the skin and pin in place. You're going to look up. We're going to do 3 stage breaths. If stage breath feels too activating for you today, just go in through the nose, out through the mouth. But we're going to breathe in through the mouth. More. Hold at the top. I want you to squeeze your pelvic floor and then breathe out through the mouth. Empty those lungs. Same again. 2 more. In. More. Hold at the top. And then all the way out through the mouth like you're blowing through a straw. 1 more of those. In. More. Really feeling that breath all the way down into the belly. More. hold at the top, and then all the way out. Now I want you to bring your chin to your chest. Naturally, your elbows will come with it. So keeping them relatively close to the body. It doesn't need to be like this, but just nice and relaxed. We're going to breathe in through the mouth. We're going to look up to the sky to the left and then breathe out when we come down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So in through the mouth, look up to the sky to the right, and then out as we come down. So looks like this from the side. Let's do that together. So in to the left and out. In to the right and down. In, left, down. And you can do this as fast or as slow as feels good. In, right, down. Let's just do one more here. In, left, down. In, right, down now. Next, we're going to come into a half squat. So I want you to really focus on having a straight line from your tailbone to the tip of your head. We're going to keep the chest lifted, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to breathe in, up to the left, and down. In, up to the right, and down and out. In, left, down, in, right, down. Let's actually do one more on each side. In, left, down, in, right, down. If it's available to you, we're going to come into a full squat like this. We're going to round the back, so we're chin to chest again. If this isn't available to you, stay here in your squat, but round your back. And then we're going to do 6 breaths here. You can go in through the nose, out through the mouth for 3. And I want you to play around with your center of gravity. Go into one foot. Maybe you lean over to the right. Where do you notice that in your body? Now 3 in through the mouth. Really round that back, tuck that chin. Now I want you to come up bum first and hang out here for a second. Let's have 2 or 3 breaths, creating that space in the spine, making sure you're breathing all the way down into your tailbone. Maybe you sway a little bit. Maybe you lean into tension. And then I want you to come up 1 vertebrae by vertebrae until we end up exactly where we started. And I want you to unwind, go for a walk. So in between every fascial maneuver, we want some bilateral movement to just kind of recalibrate the body. If you're feeling lightheaded, that is very normal. We're literally moving the pressure around a lot in the body. A lot of people say they feel quite naturally high after anti-gravity. All of those hormones flowing, pressure moving around the body. Whew, I feel good. I feel like floaty. Nice. So now we're going to do twisty wristy. This is a great way to open the neck, the traps, into the shoulders, and also the arms. So we're going to bring right hand in front of us. We're going to pull those fingers back. If you're in the fingers, you're going to feel more of a stretch in the forearm. If you're closer to the hand, you're going to feel it further up in the shoulder. So just find your grip, and we're going to pin here. So that means that we're going to keep this the whole time like this. We're going to raise it above our head. And then I want you to just take a breath or 2. Move your head very slowly to each side. You find a little cheeky tension point, like I've got here. Maybe you stay with it for a breath. And then we're going to come to center. We're going to bend into that arm until your hand is at shoulder height. We're going to turn the fingers outwards. And then if it's available to you, we're going to squat. We're going to bring the head to the left, body to the right a little bit. And we're going to breathe 6 times in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe your head comes a little bit further to the left. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 2 more of those. Maybe the body comes a little bit further to the right. Head comes a little bit further to the left. Oh yeah. And unwind. Oh, if that's really strong in your hand, all is well. I want you to go for a walk and notice how your left and right sides feel different. For me, I feel like that right side that we've just done is like lifted. I can feel like a warm sensation kind of melting down my shoulder. Oh yeah, feels nice. Just really feeling your feet on the ground again, noticing what's coming up in your body. We just want to be aware of sensations without judgment. I feel a bit sick. Again, as pressure kind of moves, that's a normal way to feel. Just know if you're in that camp, all is well. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So left hand comes out the front. With right hand, we pull those fingers back. We pin in place. We keep it here all the time. We raise that above the head. Making sure you're breathing. We move that head very slowly to each side, just kind of getting into the neck. You can experiment, bring the head forward, bring the head back. For me, I just really enjoy it because it starts to get into that neck release. You can find specific tension points. So come back to center. We're going to bend into that arm again. So we're around shoulder height. We're going to turn the fingers outwards. This time head's going to come to the right. We always use counter rotation in fascial maneuvers, which means body's going to come a bit to the left. We're going to squat if it's available. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 3 times, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 more of those. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Giving yourself permission to move a little bit slowly into tension. Maybe that head comes a little bit further to the right. Body comes a little bit further to the left. Ooh. And release when you're ready. I want you to go for a walk again. Notice how your body's feeling. Oh, that seems to have created space in my chest, in my rib cage. Yeah, it feels nice. A bit more calm. Definitely, I've got like sensations going down my shoulder blades. It's like warm. So things are definitely moving around. Next, we're going to do a psoas release. This is great for sluggish digestion if you've got any kind of gas or bloating. So we're going to take both of our hands. We're going to bring it to the inside of the hip. So here, we're going to pull up on the skin. So pull up and we're going to pin in place. So we're going to keep this here. Once we're here, you have 2 options. With your right leg, so I'm on my right hip right now. With your right leg, you can step back, or with your left leg, you can step forward. You can play around with it. I like to go back with my right leg. I want you to lean back, which should increase the tension. I'm going to bring my body a little bit to the right, my head a little bit to the left. Now I'm going to do 6 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Nice and deep all the way into that pelvis. And feel free to move around slowly into tension. So in through the mouth, out through the mouth. In, or to your own rhythm, out. In, out. So 6 altogether. In, out. Maybe you'd lean into that hip a little bit. With all fascial maneuvers, we want to move slow if we're moving at all. And lean into tension in your specific body. And release. Go for a little walk. This is also great if you have lower back pain. Often the restriction is in the front. Notice, if at all, how your left and right are different. Gosh, that feels nice. I can feel it kind of going down my thigh. Hip feels a little bit more open. Like this side of my body, the one that I've just worked on, feels a little bit lower. Nice. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we bring that those two hands to the inside of the hip. We pull up on the skin. We pin it in place. Remember, you've got those two options, but I'm going to step back with the left. I'm going to lean my body backward, which should increase the stretch. My head's going to come a little bit to the right. My body's going to come a little bit to the left. And then we're going to breathe those 6 breaths in through the mouth. So in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in, out, in, out. Maybe you close your eyes and focus on your hands connected to your body. How does it feel? For me, I got like a stinky sensation. That's the fascia coming apart. Know if that's you as well, all as well. One more breath, maybe even a little bit further back. Nice. Whew. Go for a walk. Notice your feet on the ground, where you are in space and time. For me, I feel that a lot in my lower back. Ooh, my legs feel lighter somehow. Feels good. Feels really good. Now you'll notice with fascial maneuvers, as you do these movements, pressure is going to be moving around. So you may have been working here, but then when you're walking, you're like, oh, interesting, I feel something in my neck or my ankle. So for me, for example, I can feel a lot of sensation into my hip and into my lower back. Just know that's really normal. We're going to do a pretzel squat, which is one of my favorites. This is a great way to really get into the top of the thigh and the hip. So I want you to place your left foot forward, straight in front of you. And I want you to make a T with your right foot. Once you're here, I want you to step out about 3 foot or however much is comfortable for you. We're going to bring our body round to the right-hand side so it's in line with that right foot. Once we're here, we're going to bring our left hand out in front of us. Right hand's going to go up the back. So up the back, so I've got my palm facing out. Once I'm here, I'm going to look over my left shoulder. That hand out in front of us is going to come to the right shoulder. Remember, hand is up the back. And then keeping our feet exactly where we are, making sure the head stays to the left. We're going to squat as low down as you can go and whatever's available to you. I sometimes like to bring my weight a little bit forward to really get into that thigh. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, now in through the mouth. Maybe you play with being more of your weight on one foot or the other. Maybe you play around with your body being forward or back. Lean into tension. Now we're going to swap the hands. So this left hand is going to come to the back. This right hand is going to come to that left shoulder. If you want a little rest, you can come up. And then we're going to keep that head to the right this time. Body's going to come round to the left. And then we're going to get back into that spot if you're not already. Same again, 6 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Play around into your tension, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 3 of those. Whoa, this is strong. Ooh, and when you're ready, which I'm sure you are, come up. Ooh, gosh, that was strong. Go for a walk. So you can do this on both sides today. We're not going to. Often you'll only need to do one side as long as you swap, but feel free to rebalance should you want to. See, where are we time-wise? Nice. We're just going to end with a cheeky little vagus nerve reset and then a little head-heart calibration, recalibration even. So I just want you to plant your feet hip distance apart. Also with the pretzel squat, I would not recommend wearing these kind of shoes. You want some grip. So we're going to take our left hand, we're going to bring it to the right trap. You have two options here. You can either twist the skin and pin it, or you can push down towards that right shoulder and hold in place. With the right hand, we're going to bring it to the right jaw, and you're going to move your head to the left. So we've got that counter rotation. Maybe you look up diagonally, maybe you look down. I want you to find a tension point. Where is the most amount of tension for you? Mine is actually up and diagonal today. Once we're here, we're going to breathe 6 breaths. If you have a squat available to you, come into that half squat. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe bring that body a little bit to the right, head keeps to the left, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Leaning into tension, send your breath there. If it's intense, which it is for me today, I like to say, body, I'm okay with this. I'm ready to come back into balance. And unwind. Go for a walk. Just take a couple of breaths. Notice if anything, what's shifting for you. For me, I feel like I've arrived for the first time today. Like I feel like a sinking, calm feeling coming through my chest. I'm burping, which is a normal way for the body to relieve pressure. I also feel a bit sick. Again, very normal. Feels nice. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So this time, right hand comes to the left trap. We find a tension point. Maybe it's closer to the neck. Maybe it's a little bit to the back in that trap. Maybe it's in the front. Find your point. So we either push down towards that left hand shoulder, or we press the skin in and we twist it and we hold it in place. The key is that we're holding this in place. Left hand comes to left jaw very gently. We lean that head to the right and we find our tension point. Maybe it's up to the right diagonally. Maybe it's down to the right diagonally. Just find a point of tension, making sure that we're keeping that head to the right. If you've got a squat available to you, come into that half squat. I want you to bring your body slightly round to the left, keeping that head to the right. And then we breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. 2. One more through the nose. Now through the mouth. Leaning into tension. One more through the mouth. Oh, yeah. And release. Go for a walk. Do you know what? We're really quickly going to do a kidney release. It's what my body's calling for today, and I hope it is for you too. And then we will round off. I want you to take your left hand. Which way will we do it? Yeah. I want you to take your left hand. I want you to bring it to your left-hand side rib cage, kind of where the boob line is. And I want you to pull the skin down. With this right hand, it's going to come behind the neck. So from left to right, we pull the skin round a little bit. Bring your head to the right. I want you to lean your body over to the left. And I want you to find a point of tension. So maybe you bring your body forward a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit back. Maybe you move a little bit further to the left. Once we're here, we're going to do 3 inhales like we did at the start. So we're going to go in through the mouth, more, hold at the top. and out. It's a great way to energize the body. So keeping that head to the left, finding that point of tension, in, more, hold at the top, and out. One more like that, in, more, hold at the top, and all the way out. And come up. Oof, feel a bit sick. A lot moving today. Again, just notice, I really felt that into the left side of my neck. Everything's connected. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This time, right hand comes to right rib cage. We pull down, we squeeze that rib cage. Left hand comes to the back of the neck. We move the head round to the right. We lean the body over to the left. And again, we're not dumping into the hip. We're keeping that pelvic floor nice and strong. And we're leaning over. We find a point of tension. Maybe it's a little bit forward, maybe it's a little bit back. We keep that head to the right, remember? And then we go in, more, hold at the top if it's available, and then all the way out. 2 more like that. In, more, hold, and out. 1 more like that. In, more, hold, and all the way out. Ooh, I am dizzy. So go for a little walk, let that settle. We're just going to close our practice out by sending every single cell in our body gratitude for showing up in this courageous way today. I'm going to put one hand on the heart, one hand on the head. This is a recalibration for the head and heart. And I want you to, as you breathe in, imagine the energy flowing up from your heart to your head, out the top, and back round again. And this is your reminder today that you can lead from the heart, that the mind, it has its place, but ultimately you let the heart lead. So let's take 6 breaths to close out our practice in whatever way feels most supportive. I'm going to go in through the nose. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe elongate that out breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Carry on your breath. Feeling your hands connected to your body and support. I like to say, thank you, mind, for trying to keep me safe. Today and every day, I do not need your stories that keep me small. Heart, thank you for your wisdom and your guidance, your intuition. You're in charge today. More breath. Hold at the top if you can. Let's go out through the mouth. Bring both hands to heart center. Have a little scan of your body. Maybe we go from tip of the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Notice what has shifted for you. For me, I feel so much more light. I feel less anxious because I was feeling a little unsettled this morning. I feel here. I feel alive. I feel present. You can feel the things continuing to move in my body, which is exactly how it's meant to be. Thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. If you've got any questions, thoughts, reflections, pop them in the comments. If you want me to cover something specific in a class, let me know. I teach live on a Monday and Wednesday, 8 a.m. PST, 4 p.m. UK time. I would love to see you in these classes live, but thank you so much.